following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Claremont. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Wow! Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks, and a great week. Cultivate wisdom. You don't have to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 27. You get the NASDAQ up 8. S&Ps are up 2.5. Gold contract up $7.80, trading at $12.87 an ounce. Silver. Where is she? There we go. Get acclimated there. Silver up 36 cents, $17.07 an ounce. Platinum up 17 at $9.79 an ounce. You get the copper market up 8 pennies, trading $2.96 a pound. Light sweet crude down 72 cents, $46.83 a barrel. Notes. 10-year note up 10 ticks, trading 126.15. 30-year bond up 18, 154.31. King dollar down. Excuse me, folks, 301 ticks, 93.455. The euro is at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is trading at a price point of 110.25 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, we're going to take a look at these futures, folks. We start with the futures. What you're going to see is this. Right before the Fed minutes come out, you get down to the 24.66 level. It pops off that level, get 24.62 level, 24.6250. Pops off that level, shoots back up to the 24.68. And what I expect we're going to see coming into the close, we're up 250 right now. This will at least go back down and test that high volume low, because the high volume low out here today is 24.62.50. No big deal. Yet it is a big deal because of the fact of the way the volume is contracting so dramatically once again. But what we have here, this is the third day that we have a contraction coming into your downdraft. So if we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see is that on Monday, we do 73 million shares. Tuesday, we do 55, and right now we're at 39. So it should do, it'll be close to 50 million. But bottom line, I expect it's going to be less than the 55 million that we did yesterday. We take a look at the NDX 100, same type of setup in the NDX 100. NDX 100 right now, actually, well, the NDX 100 actually did higher volume than yesterday. You're going into 36 million. You've done 26. And the Qs will be interesting. So we hit 144.96. We're at 144.09. And any close under, this still has to get under well, it's under it right now. 144.19 would be the number. That'd be slightly bearish. A bigger bearish one would be 143.90. And that's game, by the way. That's game coming into the close out here today. Let's go to the copper market. I want to look at this copper market. So when we take a look at the, okay, so copper's up 2.7%. You're up 7.8 pennies. Yeah, it's got the deal. This is if you're in the commodity market, folks, in the metals market, this is a nice deal. And this is why. When the extraordinary run took off in 2002, it was copper that led the deal. And copper's leading the deal now, man. And this is a big ABC up. This is 65 to 97, 30 cents. Gets you 310. Let me put this another way. HG1. Okay, need the glasses. HG1. So, put this in a continuous contract. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so 290. This is good. We're launching a whole bottom. Wow. Okay. So, copper contract right now, 308. We game to 308. Right now you're 296. And realistically, this is where this gets really interesting. You're actually game. Let's say this thing. Yeah, I think that's the same number. What's that? No, that's 379. So, yeah, this thing is game to, 308 is going to get some flack, but 379 is game. You get 379 in the copper market, folks, and these commodities are moving. Let me see, iron ore. Iron ore, 1 second. Iron ore right now, 580 a ton. Okay, that's moved off the bottom at 412 3 months ago. It's high is 619 though. That looks like it's going to go too. Bottom line, there's action out here inside the copper market. Now, let's go over to the dollar. The reason why I'm going to go over to the dollar is this. What you're going to see, this is going to be deviant, man, because the dollar did 33,000 contracts today. What we did, though, what we did is that we got over the swing points, couldn't hold price, gave it up on price, but you have high volume. When that happens, folks, you're going to be right back topside. So this is not over, meaning this dead cat bounce inside the dollar. Now, the correlation, of course, is that, okay, so what does that mean for gold and what does that mean for silver? So let's take a look at the silver market. The larger picture is that these babies, gold is definitely in an ABC structure up, a confirmed one. Silver, I believe it's pretty close. Silver, yeah, let's see. Yeah, silver's in one too. So silver, we're talking 15.24, 17 bucks. So you're talking $1.75, which gives you 17.95. Yeah. So silver, 17.95 is game, and on silver, your last swing high out here from the 6th is right around that level. So, but they both want to go. Notes and bonds, this is just amazing. There's no doubt. So note market, bottom line, what does it do today? It comes down, it tests the low, rejects the low. Now you're going right after the high again. We're at 126.15, 127.08 is the number. Bottom line, rates, and we'll go over exactly what the Fed was saying, but 10-year rate, 2.2%, on its way down to 2%. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now, up 27, NASDAQ up 7, S&P's up 2.5.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. So let's go see what the Fed has to say. Okay, so Federal Reserve officials engaged in a detailed debate about inflation while keeping the door open for September announcement on the timing of the balance sheet reductions, according to minutes from the policy meeting in July. The minutes showed a majority of the Federal Reserve Federal Open Market Committee participants sticking with the forecast that inflation would gradually rise to their 2% target over the medium term. However, many saw some likelihood that the inflation might remain below 2% for longer than they currently expected, according to the minutes from the July 25th and 26th Federal Open Market Committee. Several indicated that the risk to the inflation outlook could be tilted to the downside, the minutes said. There was also a group of some other participants who cautioned that easy financial conditions and tight labor markets could result in an overshooting of an inflation target that could be costly to reverse. They cautioned against the delay in gradually removing policy accommodations. Yeah, give me a break. This overshooting, the whole world, folks, the rates are low everywhere. That's the bottom line. The minutes didn't specify when the Fed would begin shrinking its balance sheet this year, although several participants were prepared to announce the starting date for the program at the current meeting. Most preferred to defer that decision until the upcoming meeting. The next Fed meeting is September 19th and 20th. You know, what's so cool here, folks, is this. So picture this. And I'm going to bring up the Fed fund futures rate right when I get done with this. But that rate there is saying, guess what? They're not going up. On top of that, we're August 16th. You know, like in July, when they had their last meeting, this meeting we're talking about, it seemed coming up to July that, yeah, they could start curtailing the balance sheet in September, because they were saying it's only going to be $10 billion a month to start out with for the first year. But guess what? We're already close to that. They're not going to flip that on the market right now. The Fed's portfolio stands at $4.5 trillion in total assets. The Fed staff push up its assessment of financial stability risk to elevated from notable, the minute said. Fed officials discussed stock valuations, with a couple saying they were supported by favorable microeconomic factors. The minutes showed some officials questioning an inflation framework that rested on employment and growth rising above long-term sustainable levels. A few participants cited evidence suggesting that this framework was not particularly useful and forecasting inflation, the minute said. Most participants thought the framework remained valid. Now, we already know who said the, it's interesting here, it says a few participants. What did come out is Kashkari come out, and he claimed, I read that last week on the air, that that is the ghost analysis, that there is no hard facts behind the evidence that when, in fact, economies are going forward in this type of an environment, that inflation is going to take place. The Fed has missed its price goal for most of the past 5 years. The Consumer Price Index rose 1.7% for the 12 months ending July, while the Fed's preferred measures, which is tied to consumption, rose 1.4% in June. In June, officials lowered their 2017 inflation forecast and indicated they didn't expect to hit the 2% target until 2018. Well, you can see they've missed it for 5 years. So the unemployment rate last month matched, you know what? I don't think anyone has a really handle on this inflation deal. And one of the main reasons I would say that the whole world, it's a world deal, number one. So it's all about how much money is out there and what will people lend money for. And when you take a look at the rates, the world rates, it's pretty clear. I mean, people are lending money at a very inexpensive rate. You know, 2.2% for 10 years, U.S. Treasury. You know you're going to get your money back. Well, guess what? You can go to France. You're going to get your money back in France. You're going to get your money back in Germany. You're going to get your money back in the United Kingdom. France is 0.7% for 10 years. Germany is 0.4%. United Kingdom is 1.1%. Until those rates go up, folks, our rates are not going up. You know, it's like how? How and why? That's the other side of it. And what you had, if we bring this up, if you want to see TY, we'll bring up the actual market, because what we had out here, they gave us some numbers yesterday, which was pretty cool, in the aspect of the amount of treasuries that were bought and who owns what as of yesterday. I'll find this. Okay, here it is. So, oops. I want to get this full number for you, because China is what, it's always either China or Japan, folks, that own the most amount of our treasuries. But when you see the amount of treasuries that they buy, and they buy on a continual basis, it's pretty amazing. So this came out yesterday. Yeah. So China's treasury holdings, as of the end of June, it went up for the 5th straight month, $1.15 trillion. Yeah, $1.15 trillion. Let's see if the story's under here. Japan, total foreign net buying of treasuries was $19.7 billion. This is where this gets interesting if you want to see the difference on the treasury market versus the equity market. So foreign net buying of U.S. treasuries was $19.7 billion in June. Foreign buying of net U.S. equities was $4.5 billion, and foreign net buying of U.S. corporate debt was $2.8 billion. Bottom line, what does that mean? Well, what it means, folks, is that you have a huge amount of cash swishing around the world. There's more cash than there is debt. Well, let's put it this way. There's not that there's more cash than there's more debt, but what there is, there's more cash right now looking for places to work in an environment that is a very low interest rate environment. So the longer that goes on, you know, that's a spiral. And that spiral specifically is that here's the supply of treasuries that are out here. And each and every time, you know, the treasuries out here this year are going to be less. Why is it going to be less? Because we need less money, or just about the same amount of money, because of the amount of taxes that are coming into the treasury. And here's the demand. And the demand is going up, and the demand would stay up because of the fact, just when you take a look at our rates, what do you want to do? Do you want to get 2.2% for 10 years and know you're going to get your money back? Or do you want to go to France and get 0.7%? Or Germany and get 0.4%? And on top of that, That's in the equation. On top of that, what you have is that they don't have as much, they're not pushing out as much. So when you're talking about the three largest economies in the world, right? United States, China, Japan, we are not basically we're in net debtor. So we on that side. Those countries there, they're putting their money to work. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this low volume market. It's going to be a low volume market out here too. You get Bank of America down 35 cents. You get Snap up 26 cents. Ford is off 4. You get Apple down 80 cents. You get JCPenney down 8 cents. U.S. Steel's up 71 cents. You get Microsoft up 38. Facebook's down $1. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at Walmart. So Walmart, folks, tomorrow morning is going to be coming out with their numbers. Walmart's trading $81.13. And actually, if we go look at Target first. Target came out with their numbers this morning. Target is trading $56.23. We take a look at this, what you're going to see, this is an equity that 2015, it's trading at $85. It comes down hard, comes down to 48. 48, what saved it at 48, folks, is pretty wild. So $48 was the high of the low of October of '08. We had volume there of 425 million on a monthly. We got down there at 195 million. So just about half the volume. So that's what saves Target on the way down. The world was making a big deal of Target out here today. Bottom line, you get a dead cat bounce going, okay? So there's no doubt that bottom line, Target, came out with some decent numbers in the context of, it's been going south in a long period of time. So Target, I expect what you're going to see, that high volume low is going to get tested. Now, let's go and take a look at Walmart, and I expect Target will survive too. Bottom line, it'll take a long period of time, but Target will survive. Now, Walmart, we take a look at Walmart. You put this, Walmart's down from a high in 2015 of $8.90, $90. It's only down $9 since then, which is nothing. That being said, what Walmart also has is a high volume level at like 67, 57. This is going to be, let's do it on, it's going to be pretty wild watching this shake out. This is going to say quite a bit, too, about are people going into that sector? And we talk about sectors. I met Mr. Basil Chapman. He's doing a webinar tonight for his subscribers. You can test drive his newsletter. Be a subscriber tonight because it's all about sector rotation and what sectors will there be a transfer of sector rotation in 2018 to save the market once again. So it's going to be intriguing. I mean, Walmart, bottom line, you get a Dow stock in Walmart. My take right now on Walmart is that this little baby wants lower price. It's over its last swing high of $80.37. It's got weak volume. It's nothing heavy up here. But we'll find out. We're going to find out real quick before that market opens tomorrow morning. If we go inside the Dow Industrials and we take a look at the strength versus the weakness out here today, strength is United Technologies and Home Depot. Home Depot is putting 15 positive points. United Technologies 13. Home Depot come out with big numbers yesterday. They pushed it back $4. That didn't get to a swing point, lowest swing point. I mean, Home Depot has been a one-way trade, folks, for almost 5 years now. Home Depot in 2011 was $28, and there's no deep retracements in Home Depot. So $4 is nothing. We'll see where that wants to shake out, but no big deal. Lowe's, let's go see what the correlation, because Lowe's, not the same type of stock. I mean, Home Depot has done much better than Lowe's when you take a look at it. Actually, percentage-wise, it's just been consolidating longer, I guess. 2011, Lowe's was at $18, and that's still got to 86, and you're trading at 75. So that's still not that bad either. Now, both of them, this is what's going to get wild. Both of them do have light volume up at these levels. So Amazon, let's go see what we got with Amazon. Amazon out here today, down $5. Amazon's at a consolidation. The top of the consolidation happens to have volume, though. Amazon has a high volume high, trading out 1083. Bottom line, it come down somewhat today. The Trump tweeted out that Amazon is taking everyone's bread. Bottom line, guess what? They're going to continue to take market share, folks, in a huge way. And, I suspect it's still going to be years away before anyone's going to be able to do anything about it. Because what you are going to have is that you're going to have we'll see whether the Targets, the Walmarts, they have plenty of competition. So as to, an antitrust deal, I don't see it. It just doesn't look like it's there. And then on top of that, the biggest thing on top of that, more than likely, is going to be the amount of employees that Amazon has. Amazon right now, folks, is a powerhouse. They have 382,000 employees, and those employees happen to be in the United States, most of them. If you go over to IBM, they get 380,000 employees, and 3/4 of those employees are in India. So you can see when you start talking jobs, you want to start shutting down Amazon. Guess what? You're going to hear from many communities, and you're going to hear from them real quick. XAU with the HUI. What do we have with the gold Bugs Index as well as the Philadelphia Gold and Silver Index. They caught a bid. Bottom line, these babies are on the move again. XAU right now is trading up 261. You're at 84.82. It's going to go right after the top of the consolidation again, which is 86.74. Gold Bugs Index, same type of setup inside the Gold Bugs Index. Gold Bugs Index right now is trading at up $5.21. You are at 197. Oh, this is cool, man. It looks like the Gold Bugs Index is going to launch the high tomorrow. So this is cool. So the Gold Bugs Index, 197.45, 198. Yeah, when we get, you know what, when we get the actual volume of the Gold Bugs Index tonight, it's going to be pretty cool because it looks like we're going to have that launch of the consolidation that has been taking place, and we definitely need big when my take is the Gold Bugs Index wants to run up to this 216, which is the April swing high. And we do talk when we talk metals. If you come over to our website, front page of our website, you're going to see the 800th edition of the Gold Report. That's 15 and a half years, folks. It's coming out next Monday. We're doing a promotion, and that promotion is that you can get 60 weeks of the Gold Report for $600. It's $10 a week. Normally, it's $40 a month. Normally, it's $85 a month. So if you want to save a substantial amount of money, want to get a great report on the gold, silver market, check it out on the front page of TFNN. This will only be out here another, 10 days. It's going to be out here 10 days, and that's it. Let's go take a look at the GDX. GDX out here trading. GDX right now is trading at 23. You have 39 million shares, 29 million shares. And, this is, what the question is that light volume? And this is what ends up happening. We all got to remember this. I was talking about this morning on the show. What happens at the GDX is that the amount of volume that goes in at the end of the day is astronomical. The last two trades are huge, and I'll show you that at the end of the day. So the GDX is going to do the volume, Well, when I say do the volume, we're at 29 million right now. They'll throw another it'll probably do about 30, 20, 15, about 45 million. Yeah, they throw the amount of, and then what happens on a day like today, you'll see all the equities move too at the close. Because as soon as the GDX buys, boom, they're buying all the equities. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Advanced Auto Parts, AD. Let's see. So, this equity here, folks, absolutely got toasted and roasted yesterday. So we're trading up $4 today. The stock on Monday was trading $106. Gap down yesterday to 82. You're at 91 right now. Now, you got to take a look at this because this is pretty intense. When you bring this back, what you're going to see, it's been a one-way road. 2015, stock's at $201. Right now, you're at 91. Now, the way this is trading looks to me like it wants to run to 42. Now, watch this, though. This is where this gets interesting because there's a couple big players, and one of them you definitely know. You know, one of the large players in here, Starboard Value. So Starboard Value, big hedge fund. The other large player, not in this particular equity, but in the business, is Carl Icahn. And they have got smoked, folks. I mean, in a big way. If we go to O'Reilly, what you're going to see, O'Reilly Automotive, what you're going to see there is that O'Reilly's trading at 201. This baby is down from a price point of 292. When you start looking inside of this, what you're going to see is a couple larger funds, big positions, and what we're going to see here, folks, is this. The reason I'm bringing this up is this is going to get really intriguing, and the reason is this. So these companies have made fortunes, right? Just there, I'll go back to, well, here. First we'll do the numbers on O'Reilly Automotive. So O'Reilly Automotive, expansion-wise, 2013, it did $6.6 billion. 2017, it's going to do $9 billion. Now, it's been contracting somewhat, okay, but that's still huge numbers, right? When you see this, watch this. I'm going to bring up Advanced Auto Parts. And inside Advanced Auto Parts, what you have, if we go back just those 5 years, you're going to see $6.5 billion, and 2017, $9.4 billion. So good numbers, right? Well, what's happening is this, is that now when we go to, and what Icahn did, Icahn bought a bunch. He bought Pep Boys. What else did he buy? He bought, I'll get to the companies, but he bought other smaller companies that are actually pretty good size, okay? Thinking the aspect that, okay, the larger ones are going to buy them out. Well, his car business is not going that great because he's got into Hertz, too. But anyway, this is what's going on. What the internet has done for all of us is transparency. So what's happening with those companies is this, is that it's not the big pots right now that these companies are getting hurt with. What is happening is that when we want windshield wipers, when we want carpets, when we want stuff that doesn't have to be like right here, right now, what is happening is that now it's transparent of the exact same brand, what you can get it at, and the spread is huge, folks. So the threat to them is Amazon. There's no two ways about it. Amazon, they started their car parts in 2006. That being said, they only really ramped it up 2 years ago. So those companies, they're in trouble, big time. Let's go to Rich in Portland. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Thanks for taking my call, Tom.
Sure.
Doesn't sound like you've had any calls lately about any gold stocks, so I thought I'd warm the heater up.
That's a good thing. That's right. And that's when it's always ready to buy. I'm with you, man.
Well, that's what you always said when you started getting phone call after phone call about the metal stock. It was time to get out.
That's a fact. It's a good. So let's take a look at it. You want to look at New Gold. New Gold low for the year is 239. The high is 580. Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it?
Looking to buy.
Okay, so New Gold, folks, okay, took a beating in February. Stock goes from a price point of 370 to 239. That being said, it's been building cause. I'd wait for one more sign of strength inside New Gold. That's what I'd do.
Price and volume?
Yeah. You wait for the wide price spread. You wait for, a big number. You can make the case that that was done on the first of August, and it was. But I'd wait because the top of where it's going into right now, that's where the flak's going to be, which is 370.
Okay.
So you could let it get up to that point. It'll show that it has not good volume, because you can see the week of June 17th is saying it wants to get up to that level. This is a good looking. I like the setup. I really like the setup. Okay, but I want to wait for one more sign of strength and then buy the retracement, because this has the potential of going much higher.
Okay. That's what I was looking for, was where was the confirmation point, and 70 is what you said.
Yeah.
All right, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too.
If we go inside the commodity market out here today, what you're going to see, folks, is that copper up 2.8%, silver's up 2.2%. You get gold up 0.6%. On the downside, lean hogs are down 2.4%. Wheat's off 1.9%. Where's the beans? Okay, so beans. If you are in the futures market, folks, and you're in that, keep your eye on those beans. To me, wheat got underneath the breakout area, but beans, 921 is the number, and it's pretty amazing. It hit 921 right on the number today. And what that is, it's a typical time of the trade deal. You break out, you go topside, have volume, have juice, you come all the way back in, you test that, and today the test, you're talking about 100,000 contracts versus 200,000 contracts. So that is a heck of a test. That's the type of test that you're looking for. Silver and gold, they have it, folks. Bottom line. And platinum, if we go to platinum, what's going to be interesting with platinum is to see if it's a much larger ABC structure on the way up. Platinum is at 982 right now. This developed a great A to B structure, and we'll see whether it can take the B out. The B is 996.70, and it would need 16,000 contracts, 16,700 over that. Today we've done 14,140. And as I said a little bit earlier, if you do want to not only get a copy of this week's gold report, and you want to get 60 editions for $600, check it out on the front page of TFNN. You have another 10 days to do that. Let's go to Rick in Largo. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Just enjoying the sunshine here.
That's a beautiful thing. I know. It's beautiful out today, isn't it?
Yeah. The warm bathwater temperature Gulf.
It
beautiful.
Is. And it's like 85 in the Gulf, folks. It's crazy.
That's great.
It is great.
I do have a question about a gold stock.
Okay.
It's called First Financial Mining, FFMGF.
SFMGS. Okay. Nope.
And
give me the symbol again.
FFMGF.
DS?
G as in George, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you can tell the producer again at the break. We'll be right there, all right? Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Basil Chapman will be giving a 2-series webinar Wednesday, August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Each time the market feels it's ready to have a sharp decline, formerly weak sectors rally to hold the market up. This 2-webinar series will be free for Basil's opening call subscribers, and non-subscribers will also receive his daily newsletter for 1 month free as a trial subscription. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter, The Opening Call, and gain access to his subscriber-only webinar on August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018?
Hi everyone, this is Basil Chapman, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my webinar series.
To sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter and gain access to Basil's webinar, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Rick from Lago, and we're talking about First Mining Financial Corp. This company wants to operate as a mineral bank, which focuses on acquiring, holding high-quality mineral assets. The company currently holds assets such as gold, silver, copper, lead, nickel in Mexico and the U.S. Now, you know this company doesn't take any money, right?
Yes. Had a hard time finding much information about it, and that must be why.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. You're trading 56 cents. This is a stock that was at $1, in 2016. It came down. It doesn't make any money. It's like, you could put your 56 cents into another stock that, you can find something out about, number one, and, maybe make some money.
Yeah, I think Southern Copper is a good candidate for that.
Southern Copper.
Right.
There's a lot of them. There's plenty of stocks that trade at this has a market cap of 300 million. It's like, why? You know what I mean?
I was just hoping to be a good value play. It looked like something was going on because I saw a spike in the volume all of a sudden, and
yeah, no, that's there. There's no doubt about that. That is there, and it's like, okay. So what he's talking about is that, it's been consolidating for, since May. It took out this consolidation. So, yes, that being said, can it go to 60, Yeah, it can go to 80 cents, and it's at 56. I mean, I see that. You know, the problem that I have with these equities is that this also, just so you know, this is a special purpose company. So the way a special purpose company works, folks, is this, is that you go out, you raise money, and you say that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But they actually got it, which is pretty wild. They got an underwriting of, it's pretty amazing, actually. They got an underwriting of, like, just last August, of like 25 million. And they didn't even underwrite it. They just raised the money. And,
Incredible.
Cooking, brother.
All right, well, I appreciate your take on that.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back with some numbers for you.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you know, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, you know, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, you know, it's a great deal.
No, no, we appreciate the growling problem with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. To begin a great relationship, know what you want. Know what the needs of your body are, what the needs of your mind are, and what fits well with you. There are millions of men and women, and some of them will be a good match for you and others won't. The two of you only need to be like a key and a lock, a match. That works. Click, click. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 25, NASDAQ up 12, S&P's up 3.5, gold contract up $8.10, trading $12.87 an ounce. Gold, folks, ABC structure on the way up. Came down pretty good yesterday. Rejected lower price today. Had price, had volume. 13.27 is your price projection on a one-to-one structure on the way up. Silver, up 39 cents, same type of setup, $17.10. Silver wants $17.95. What both of those are all about, folks, is that the Federal Reserve open market minutes came out at 2 o'clock today from the July meeting. Bottom line, dovish in a big way. They were talking about the aspect of not so much as when they want to raise rates, they're talking about when they want to actually lay out to all of us when they want to start rolling off $10 billion a month of their balance sheet. And a few of them wanted to do it in September. A couple didn't. Bottom line, guess what? September is less than, their next meeting is less than 30 days away, folks. It's not going to happen. Copper caught a huge bid, up 8.5 pennies, $2.96 a pound. Had the wide price spread, had the volume behind the move. Copper looks like it's going to make a run to 308. Light sweet crude, just the opposite. Down 80 cents, $46.75. Now, what's incredible about that, too, is that the numbers came in light. But bottom line, we get a lot of oil out there, folks. We either have a lot of oil, or we're driving less, or the electric cars are basically having it that we're using less oil. Notes, 10-year note, up 10 ticks, 126.15. 30-year bond, up 17 ticks, 154.30. Both notes and bonds, they rejected lower price. They want higher price, lower yield. Right now, the 10-year is yielding 2.2%. Bottom line, that baby looks like it's going to make the run once again down to the 2.1%, and we'll see how we come into the June swing highs. Both of these folks have been building cars to get into that June swing high area. King dollar down 366 ticks. Now, King dollars get some divergence, and this is what it is. We did over 30,000 contracts in King dollar. You got to a higher high, you gave it up on price. When you have that happen, folks, most time you go right back up to that high. And the divergence, of course, would be the aspect of King dollar wanting to go higher as a dead cat bounce, 95 to 96, versus this gold market as a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. I expect we're going to get both, because King dollar, I'm only looking for dead cat bounce to 95 to 96. King dollar looks like it is doing a B to C of a much larger ABC structure on the way down that will take it to the 88 area. The euro is trading at 117.70 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110 to the U.S. dollar. We get over and we take a look at the S&P. What you have is this. We do the future first, and this is divergence inside the S&P. Yesterday, S&P futures get to 2473.25. Today, 2474. Both days they give it up. Both days they couldn't make it to the highs of Thursday where the downdraft is. That downdraft started at 2474 and went straight down to 2432. So that you have failure on price, failure on volume. We do take a look at this volume. What you're going to see is this, is that we're talking about 859 million they're going into. Yesterday we did 700 million. Today we did 730 million. The NDX 100. What do we have with the NDX 100? NDX 100 closed at the 3 Qs, closed at 144.28. What that did, that got up and over the 144.19. You closed at the 28. That is saying, guess what? You can go to higher price. That being said, what is really interesting out here is that Cisco just came out with his numbers. Cisco closed at $32. Numbers were bad, but guess what? Market's not selling it off. Cisco's trading at $32. Small caps. The small caps continue to be the weak link in a big way. Russell 2000. I will look at the IWM first. IWM got up to a high today of 138.39. Gave it up once again. You're in the lower range. Bottom line, small caps want lower price. Yeah, so if we go take a look at the actual Russell 2000, you see that it's the exact same type of weakness inside the Russell. You know, the last high in the Russell was 1452. You're at 1383. We got to a high today of 1391 and just couldn't handle that higher price. Notes and bonds, this is just, it's absolutely amazing. It really is. I mean, it's common sense because of the aspect of how inexpensive rates are across the world. There's no two ways about that. It's just that every time that these come down, they just reject price like in a heartbeat. And in this particular case, you know, what you did have is that, you know, yes, they had some price movement. You didn't have the volume behind it because we were going into 1.47 million contracts. We did 1.2 million. And then today, what do? We test that low in the morning. Show you how this worked out. This is really intriguing because this bond market is just always so cool. So the low of yesterday, we had a high volume low on the 10-minute bar at, let's see, contract-wise, you had 83,000 contracts. We came down there this morning, folks, and we tested it with 8,700. So 8,700 was testing 83,000, right? It takes off again, and then when the Fed minutes come out, it took off. Well, actually, at 1 o'clock, it took off like a rocket ship. 1 o'clock, we did 80,000 on the way up. That might have been someone that saw the Fed minutes, and then when the minutes did come out, it got another bid. The second bid did 59,000 contracts. So what you have out here is that higher price, lower yield coming at us. And then if we go over to King Dollar and we take a look at King Dollar, what you're going to see, King Dollar did 34,000 contracts, gave it up on price, but you did 34,000 contracts coming into a swing point out here that had 31. You're going to be right back topside. You stay right there, folks. Going to come back with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Basil's going to be doing a great workshop tonight. You can get in it right now. Come to the front of our page at TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 25, NASDAQ up 12, S&P's up 3.5. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see right in the very top, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, it's a beautiful thing. In 40 minutes, he is going to be doing a webinar, the second in a series of 2 for his subscribers. You can be a subscriber right now. You can test drive his newsletter, 30 days, absolutely free. This webinar is starting at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's going to go to 6:30. Now, if you can't make it live, folks, don't worry about it. We put it on your page. It's on there for a full month. You can watch it as many times as you want. If you need it longer than that, just let us know. This webinar is going to be about, can sector rotation buoy the market? into 2018. It's pretty amazing. We're talking about 2018. So very easy to get in. Come over to our website at TFNN. Right on the front page, you can sign up. You get 30 days of a great newsletter. You get 3 hours rather of great education. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, I'm absolutely ready. Absolutely. What a perfect day.
You're ready for the symphony, actually. You're ready for the symphony. That's what you're ready for.
That's right. Absolutely.
Totally.
So this is fascinating because we're going to be looking at 3 time frames. The daily, the weekly, and the monthly of most of the key indices.
Okay.
And if you're looking at the Dow right now, you'll see that at 22,179 on the 8th of August, on the left side is the daily.
Yeah.
It pulled back quite sharply, considering what it did from that rally that went from about the 24th of July. It's no big deal. But what is a big deal is if you look on the right of this particular chart, you'll see that the MACD is not confirming this bounce at all. The stochastic had a very feeble rally, and it's down at 57%. So what I've been saying for a while for subscribers is the dailies in almost all the indices have already had quite severe pullbacks in the shorter term, but they've had quite a lot of technical damage. What's really interesting is that the weekly charts, it depends which ones you look at, but the majority of them have held pretty well. The price has held really well. I mean, look at this. Look at that red candle from last week, and now we're in the middle of that candle.
Yes.
But it is a leg D. And in the Chapman Wave methodology, one of the things we look for always is what happens in a leg D. Because it's at that 4th highest peak. I label them alphabetically A, B, C, D. That's the 4th highest peak that says other things can happen. Also within the Chapman Wave 5 methodology that I have, you'll see there's a 5. There was a 5 here back on in the Dow on the 19th of June, pulled back quite sharply. It was a 5 on the 8th of August, pulled back quite sharply. And we've got the same thing here in the weekly charts. So unless by Friday at 4 o'clock, there's really a good spike up and maybe making new highs. I'm not sure what's going to do it right now because I'll explain in a moment why there's a problem. The weekly chart is really subject to 2 things. One is if there's a pullback below 21,700 over the next week or 2, that's going to be a serious problem. And if there's a break and a close above 22,000, I'd put it at about 22,300. This is a new ball game because it's just going to force buyers in. And I'm not sure what's going to get it there. The monthly chart is still very positive. If I run through, you spoke about the SPX, the S&P just a moment ago. Look, it's the same thing. Daily, it's got very weak technicals.
Yes.
The weekly, actually this one has weak technicals. The price is held, but the technicals are deteriorating. And the monthly is still very good. So I'm going to be going through all the different indices, what we're looking at, why we're looking at it, what we would need to see to be able to get one of those rotational corrections that said, okay, now you spoke about the high techs, the leaders. Look, Google made a peak way back and hasn't gotten close to it. The peak I'm looking at is back in July on the 24th. It actually made a higher peak than that earlier on. And it's just stalled. It hasn't broken down. It hasn't stalled. If you look at the Amazon, and Amazon in many ways is an Amazon, it's really done a lot of damage to the other sectors of the retail market. Look at this. Amazon made its high right back here on the 27th at 10,083, and it's stalled at 978. And it's a peak D. And these Ds are very important in the weekly chart. And I could, Netflix, I could go through them all. But what's really interesting is if you even go through the XAL, which is the airline index, look at this. Made its peak way back at 122. It's trading now at 110, looking very poor technically. So I want to discuss what's working, what's not working, why we've started certain stocks that I think are under the radar that might be doing well. I spoke to you the other day that as a test case, I love to do this when we're doing the Chapman Wave methodology in any of my webinars. I like to choose something and we follow it in depth as a buy as well as what we're expecting.
Yes.
And this is a stock we expected a peak D. It was down. This is TWO. It's Two Harbors Investment Corporation. It's a REIT management company, and it's done very nicely. And it made that D right on time for us to demonstrate here. And so these are the things we're looking for. We actually own General Motors. It's despite all the bad news about the auto companies, this has held quite nicely. So I want to discuss what's under the radar, what we're looking at, why we're looking at it. Every day they get my newsletter. My newsletter goes in great detail into the Dow. The Dow, for instance, here's the 120-minute chart. We were looking at it from about there yesterday, and I said in the Chapman Wave 5, we're expecting that there should be a push above this peak B. This is 20,038, and it should make a Chapman Wave 5, and then there could be a pullback intraday. So that's exactly what we got. So I discuss it in detail. They get the newsletter. They get, in this particular instance, we're going to get a really nice overview. You're going to be looking at gold, the dollar, copper. We're just going to go through things in a very thorough manner and say what's working, what's not. There were some clues today. In fact, the semiconductor index couldn't break into the 8750s, and that's actually it's 8770s, what I wanted to see. It failed there. So they know exactly what we're looking for. We're using the VIX. We're using a whole bunch of techniques that it's building up. It's like a lesson so that you both positioning yourself, but you're also learning, because every day you try to guide them through the Gibraltar Strait so you don't hit the rocks.
Yeah, you know what's going to be interesting too, Basil, is that, folks, the Dow is a price weighting, index.
Correct, yes.
And it's like, okay, so, we got a lot of stocks right now that are trading, $160, $200. It's like, well, what are they going to do, like a stock cuts its own throat if it does a split.
That's right, and that's a very good point. Also, the mix, 5 financials now they have in the Dow. Never, ever had 5 financials. They call them, it's a MasterCard, Visa, and American Express, but it's still part of the financial group. And then, of course, it's got 2 banks. But this is what's changed the weighting, the structure.
Well, yeah, they're lucky that they had Visa and MasterCard in there.
Save them, yeah. And that's very interesting because
Visa and MasterCard, folks. Visa has just gone in 6 years from $16 to $100. Yeah.
Look at this. It had a new all-time high today.
And MasterCard, forget it. Let's see. This is like.
And MasterCard is right here. Look at this. MasterCard, it broke its previous high.
Yeah. MasterCard went from $11 to $132. Right.
And that's exactly what we'll be talking about tonight. We're featuring what's working, what's not working, where we want to put some money, and I think it's going to be terrific.
Huge. Folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You see it right in the front page. You can sign up. You get 30 days, great newsletter, 2 webinars, great test drive, great education. Basil, we look forward to it. 20 minutes, man.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great evening.
You too. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Cisco just came out with numbers, folks. Cisco Systems closed at 32.34, trading at 31.51. Let's see what good old Cisco has to say. Okay, so let's see. Cisco Systems, whose machines form the backbone of the internet, predicted another revenue decline as the company tries to remake itself amid a changing networking industry. Revenue in the current period may decline as much as 3% from a year earlier. That indicates sales of as little as $11.98 billion, and the analysts were looking for 12.1. Net income in the first quarter, which ends in October, they expect to be 43 to 53 cents. They expected the average was 53 cents. Shares are down slightly. Let me see if I can get the actual numbers on this, though. One second. Where is good old Cisco? Okay, CSCO. Okay, here we go. So, there we go. We had, they see first quarter revenue. Let's still guide. One second. Let me get the exact. I see the numbers going forward, but we want the numbers right now. Nope, not that one. Just bear with me one second, folks. I'll get these babies. Cisco. Okay, so the revenue, the expectation was $12.07 billion. They took in $12.13. So they took in a little bit better on revenue. Bottom line, I guess it has all to do with, which totally makes sense. It has to do with what they are saying in the future, meaning that their sales are going down versus going up. If we take a look at the equity, last time this company came out with numbers, it got smoked to went from a price point of $34 down to $30. Fast, furious, all of the above. That was May 17th. And if we take a look at this on a monthly basis, what you're going to see is that having a hard time over 34 bucks. That's how it shakes out. It's pretty amazing. When you go back to 2000, folks, this is an equity that was $82. It took off from the bottom, went to $82, and from then on, it's just a consolidation. Number-wise, though, we can see that those highs in 2000, you know, the indices have taken them out, but you can see there's many equities that are not even close to taking them out. And Cisco in itself, they haven't been growing for a long period of time. 2013, they took in $48.6 billion. 2017, $48 billion. And you know what that's about, folks? That is about, well, here, the segments of in the Americas, North and South America, $29 billion. Emerging markets, $12 billion. The bottom line is that they're not growing. Who do I have in the line?
It's Ray. How you doing?
Hi, Ray. How you doing, man? Sorry, I just couldn't see the screen in front of me.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing, man. What are we going to look at?
Kirkland Lake, KL.
KL. Okay, let's take a look here. So Kirkland Lake Gold, own, operate gold mining exploration company. Company focuses on exploration in Canada and Australia. So the low is 470. The high today, 1143. Company takes in $733 million. So what happened with this baby today? Do you own this?
I own it, yeah.
Good for you.
Only a small amount, though, as a sort of a split off from, I believe it was Crocodile at one time.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Holy cow, they actually made it. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you own Crocodile?
I'm position to buy back in.
Hey, did you own Crocodile from when we owned it?
I did.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Folks, I remember this so well, man. I remember when the split went. That is crazy. Oh, I got to wrap my head around that. That is crazy. Oh, that's great. So that, let me see this. So did that mine in Australia must have went. That's what happened, huh?
I don't know what happened, but
okay, let me see.
It's definitely going up.
No, I'm glad you called on this. Okay, because they had a mine that was extraordinary because the what was the CEO's name, man? I knew him. Bradford, that was the CEO. Okay.
At one time, they had a lot of mining problems with mines flooding.
Yeah, they did.
Miners getting killed.
They did. And then one of the large problems also was the currency exchange. You know. So here, let's look at it. I mean, this took off in June. It's an ABC up. So your A point is $1.60. Your B's $8.20. So you got $6, which I see. Okay, so what it's done right now is just finished an ABC structure on the way up. Now, when you do that, the bottom line is that what ends up happening is that you do something other than go up. That being said, the way this went up today, this got let me see.
Well, it just got listed on the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah. And that's going to be a big deal. They opened the bell today. I got it. So that's the goose. You got, let me see if it's small, another ABC, 914 to 1060. Oh, that's a buck. That's a $1.30. Still get you. It still gets you around the same place. The way I do this, I would just wait until you get some kind of retracement, and then, then take a look at it and see how it retraces back in.
Retrace to where, though?
Well, what happens is that this can retrace to like 970 pretty easily. That wouldn't be a problem. 970, we had 580 million shares traded. The week of the 28th, you did 400. It looks like, though, today's Wednesday. Yeah, we got 2 days left. This could be a monster move this week. It looks like it's going to be, actually. Yeah, because what two different things are going to end up happening here. This is on the radar screen now because if it looks like it rang the bell today, all right? And of course, people are going to look at this. This has probably been laying low for a long period of time.
Right.
They make money. They went through all the grief. And when I wrap my head around this, I remember this mine really well. And I remember how this thing was shaken out, but it was just the wrong time because the expansion in price that they're actually taking in is extraordinary here. They went from $400 million last year to $733 million this year. And yeah, and in 2000, and it's all gold. So that's a big number, man. This is not a gold silver stock.
Right.
And that's a big number. So,
One other question for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything that says that the Fibonacci numbers theory would apply to Bitcoin, and that's plotted out?
Yeah, stay right there. We'll answer that. Okay, that's a great question, number one. I'll give you the short answer. Yes, yeah, it's those. Yeah, but I'll give you the theory, my theory behind it. I'll give you the theory of Fibonacci and then my theory behind it. Okay. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials up 25, Nasdaq up 12, S&P's up 3.5. We're gonna be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Basil Chapman will be giving a 2-series webinar Wednesday, August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Each time the market feels it's ready to have a sharp decline, formerly weak sectors rally to hold the market up. This 2-webinar series will be free for Basil's opening call subscribers, and non-subscribers will also receive his daily newsletter for 1 month free as a trial subscription. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter, The Opening Call, and gain access to his subscriber-only webinar on August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018?
Hi everyone, this is Basil Chapman, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my webinar series.
To sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter and gain access to Basil's webinar, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man Roy from Tarpon Springs, and we're going to go on to Bitcoin for a second. And what the question was, the Fibonacci sequence, would you consider that, looking at that as to contraction, expansion prices inside of Bitcoin? So what happens is this. Fibonacci, mathematically, right? The theory is that it's an expansion-contraction theory, and just not for the markets. In general, actually, when you go through it, in fact, when you want to have some fun, folks, okay? When I first got into this, like, it's over 25 years ago now, but I was so intrigued with it that I got a couple books about the pyramids, and, you know, there's a lot of great books out there, and what you'll get your head wrapped around just on a Sunday afternoon just reading is that Fibonacci sequences are all around us. Anything and everything that you see that you really love, when it cuts to the chase, what you're going to see, the stairs are a third of the, you know, landing. That's how it works, okay? So now to come down to the question, without volume, you know, that's my expectation, what you're saying probably, is that can you gauge where, you know, a Bitcoin would kind of trade?
Yeah, does a theory hold on for this? Exactly.
It does. It holds on everything. You know, the problem, of course, is that you're only using one tool, which is pretty intense. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have volume on the the concept. Well, here, let's just do this. I'll just show you, like, what I have Bitcoin up right now. So if we take a look at it, what you're going to see, so the A point on this would have been, the A point would be 939. Let's just see how this one worked out. So 939. And the B point would have been 2798. Okay, so I'm just curious as to how this shook out, right? Let's see. So, what did I just say? Okay, 2793 minus 939 gets you 1854 plus 1852 would have been the number on the retracement, which would have gave you 3704. So 3704 would have been the one-to-one, and, you know, of course it did it, and then it went higher than that. You know,
right.
Now, if you go for the retracement, you know, what you have right now in Bitcoin is that you have two separate gaps. Now, you could bring in the theory that things like the gap and freeze, or you just turn around and say, okay, I want to know what maybe I should get in at on a retracement, if that's what you're thinking.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, so if you get into that realm, what happens is this. We hit a high today, yesterday rather, of 4,449. So here are your numbers. A 0.382 retracement would be 3464. A 50% retracement is 3156. And a 0.618 is 2848. You know? So, of course, 2848 would be your best one. But what's intriguing about the 2848, too, Ray, is that then that would fill the two gaps. We gap dramatically, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder where we could derive the volume numbers.
I got one here. 1 second. This is what's so funny here. I got to find this morning. We had someone in the Tigers Den. Remember that stock we were bringing up? I brought it up yesterday, too, because I got to show you something inside the Bitcoin market that is a huge problem. And what it is, folks, there's a trust that's trading out here right now, and it's trading 83% over what the actual net asset value of the coin is. Okay, yeah, 1 second. Let me do it this way if I can. Grayscale, let's see, Bitcoin Trust. Let me do it this way and so I can pull it. Bitcoin Trust ETF. Oh, I got it. Okay, so watch this, folks. Now, we can use volume on this, though, to do it. Okay, so this is as bizarre as you can get, folks. So there's an ETF. It's actually a closed-end fund. Well, no, it's an ETF, but that trades as a closed-end fund. So the symbol is GBTC. It's trading $733. And listen to this. This is the description. The Bitcoin Investment Trust is an open-ended grantor trust based in the U.S., sponsored by Grayscale Investment. It is invested exclusively in Bitcoin and derives its value solely from the price of Bitcoin. That's what it does, right? The trust objective is for the net asset value, NAV, per share, to track the Bitcoin's market price. Well, it's pretty evident what you have here when you look at this is that the net asset value, because they're breaking this down per share, but the net asset value, people that are buying this have no clue that they're buying something and they're buying it at an 89% premium where they could just buy the Bitcoin. Because the net asset value of this fund is $384.84. That's real time. Mm-hmm. It's trading $733. Now, that being said, what we could do and what you could do is say, okay, let's take a look at the volume, because right now this is telling me it wants to go back to 565 in a heartbeat. You know, it took out, he had 448,000 shares at 565. It took that out with 95,000 shares. And as we were talking about this earlier, folks, today at the 10 o'clock show, this net asset value is going to come back down to net asset value. And no matter what happens with Bitcoin, we will read about this security, because there's going to be so many people that thought, I mean, because if you only read the trust objective is for the net asset value per share to track Bitcoin's market price, that they'd think that they don't have enough information. They wouldn't realize that, okay, it's tracking the price where they don't have the actual net asset value right in front of them at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And what's confusing about this is this, folks, is that you can see that that Bitcoin's trading at 42 something. So then you'd say, well, how is this trading at 733? Well, what the trust has done is that they're trading, if we dive more into it, the security, I'm sure, is saying it's trading at a piece of that Bitcoin. Because it took me yesterday, this happened, I only found out about this yesterday. It took me 10 minutes yesterday to figure this out. And that's very unusual when I get the amount of information that I have in front of me. Because I kept looking, I says, this can't be true. I've seen net asset values go at premiums before, and I've seen good ones. In the cell phone market, I've seen 27% ones, okay? But this is insane, and it's true. It's real. So, bottom line, track both of them. We'll see where it shakes out.
Thank you much there, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too.
You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Let's go take a look at MRO. This is in the oil business. So this is Marathon Oil, trading $11.19. And, yeah, this never took out a swing. Get your stop in, man. Let me pull this back. Yeah, get your stop in because that 1120 is a problem. It's a problem, child. Once it got into that 1120, that can get it to 756. So stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials closed up 25, Nasdaq up 12, S&P's up 2.5. Right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, if you are into the metal market, want to be into the metal market, the 608, well, oh my God, it's pretty crazy. The 800th edition of the Gold Report is coming out next Monday. I did the 799th edition this Monday. I'm doing a promotion for that. That's 15 and a half years that gold 282. It was 282.50 when we got into it, bottom line, 15 and a half years later. So 800th edition, what the promotion is that you can get 60 weeks of the Gold Report for only $600. That promotion is on, we started it yesterday, day before. It's on to the 27th of this month. So if you want to understand the gold market upside down, buys, sells, all of the above, check it out on the front page of TFNN. That's a 50% savings of the Gold Report, and you will have until the 27th. Now, as you're over to TFNN, of course, don't forget, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is coming up right next with some great education. You get his opening call for a full month, test drive it, 30 days. You're also going to get 2 great webinars. So you have nothing to lose and everything to gain by doing this, folks, okay? Because the bottom line is that it's a free trial. You come into the webinar for 30, well, for the newsletter for 30 days. You get both webinars. And if you can't make it, of course, you're in your car right now, don't worry about that. You can sign up. Both of those webinars will be on your page for an additional 30 days. Market-wise, what we have out here is this, is that you get a dovish Fed once again. The Fed fund rate, the probability rate, is March is the first time it goes over 50%. Now, this went under 50% the beginning of the week. It's over 50 again. It's 58%. So bottom line, low rates are here for a while. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking to you right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.